Hello and welcome everyone. Joining me today is Ms. Alice Petrossian, an educator and a member of the board of directors of the Armenian International Women's Association, which is more commonly known as AIWA. The organization works to advance the interests and empowerment of Armenian women worldwide. So thank you for joining me today, Ms. Petrossian. So my first question is about the upcoming ninth annual international conference that's going to be taking place in Armenia, in Yerevan, in October. So what are the goals for this year's symposium and what do you hope to achieve?
Oh, we're so excited. AIWA is a 33-year-old organization established in your home state of Massachusetts, Boston to be specific. Yes, there are other women's organizations in the US, but this one wanted a slightly different mission. It wasn't just the charity and doing good and contesses, etc., but this one, in its vision, wanted to create an international global women's organization that would enhance and promote women. In an era, as you can tell, 33 years ago, where women were just starting to surface with their rights and opportunities. So it was an exciting time for three middle-aged women to think about beginning an organization such as this in mind of keeping women ahead no matter what their choice, whether it was to be a family person, whether it was to be a diplomat, a politician, a chef, it didn't matter. But it was using the Armenian community to enhance the opportunities for women of Armenian descent. And this was exciting. They started in Boston, grew to LA, which would be a natural growth. That's where my aunt Savi Tufankian joined them and was one of the LA founders and insisted that I join. And when your aunt speaks, you listen. It's just cultural. And then they went on and established in New York area, Connecticut, New Jersey. Then AIWA grew to Illinois, and not necessarily affiliates, but sponsors and partners in Argentina, Geneva, Paris, and on and on. So that's how it became global. The first 8 conferences, 2 of which were held in Yerevan, but the others were held like Buenos Aires, Geneva, Paris, London. And then the last one was to be held in Yerevan, and COVID hit. So we delayed and chose not to do anything, waited for everything to calm down, including a tragic war. And we decided that we wanted to come back on again with a conference in Yerevan. It will be October 5, 6, 7, but because we're expecting international women to be attending, we'll open up with like October 4th, a trip to our Mus Winery. October 5th, there will be opening breakfast meetings and then the opening event at Tufankian. October 6th is the first, let me back that up. Yeah, October 5th is the first official date. October 4th, we'll have the opening. October 5th, we will have the opening event, and it's Women in Technology and Startups and Business. That is being done by our San Francisco affiliate at Tumo Center. October 6th, Armenian Missionary Association is hosting us, and it's on women and success, whether it be in politics, panel after panel of successful women globally, or whether it be in business, and that's being hosted by the Los Angeles affiliate. October 7th, we're going to be at AIWA, and that's going to be a session on health, including chair yoga with duduk, a female duduk player, just very different. We asked every affiliate to think outside of the box, and I think they did just that. Our main goal, back to your initial question, is to connect. In the past, we've had conferences here, but we've noticed that we haven't connected with the women here. If we had 2-3% of the attendees, true Hayastansis, that would have been good. So this time we've decided to see if we can do at least 50-50 and make that logical connection. In attendance will be women who are truly, truly successful in whatever field they've chosen. One is a famous Boston restaurateur. Another one is a famous attorney from Los Angeles. At the same time, 50% of the speakers will also be from here, successful. So we're hoping to make those connections. And last but not least, we have 3 major honorees. Lady Cox, who has been wanting to return because of the Artsakh situation, has accepted to be our main nominee and keynote speaker, and she continues the battle for Artsakh in her House of Lords and Parliament. The other one is Silva Simonian, Sam Simonian's wife, but to all of us women, she is a role model. She is an equal partner. She is a visionary that has made a difference for Sam and for Tumo. Without her, I don't think Sam would have been, and Sam admits to this, nearly as successful. So we're pleased to be honoring Silva. These are what we call silent giants in our gender. And the third one is Veronica Zonabend, Ruben Vartanyan's wife, whose vision has been to bring educational improvement, including UWCD and just bringing Dilijan up to par. So we're trying to be truly out of the box and looking for those who haven't been featured enough.
That's a
long answer.
Yeah, no, but it's amazing. No, that's amazing work. And I mean, you just mentioned, so AIWA was created for women by women. It was established in 1991, and a lot has changed since 1991. How is it that AIWA still manages to be globally relevant? And maybe what are some things that you've done to adjust to this rapidly changing world? Are you incorporating technology, for example, to kind of connect and empower women? I'm sure.
Angela John, brilliant question. AIWA, the first probably 15, 20 years, average age on the board was my age. In the 60s and 70 years of age women. Today's AIWA board, average age is closer to 50. So we're moving downwards. And that's very important. The young women that are on the board are all technologically astute, brilliant. Some of them from Hayastan, some of them very much diaspora, born and bred. And what I'm finding is they're taking the lead. For instance, the mission, the vision, the beliefs, and I think anyone who wants to can go on the AIWA homepage and see that, is the work has changed. And one of the things I'm proud of is working on this conference are women right here in Yerevan that are doing our technology work. So yes, technology is our goal. I think what also helped us move there was COVID. AIWA has hundreds of online education programs. And during COVID, we were online like every other day with speakers, panels, education opportunities. So I think we've gotten there. And for the older ones like myself, I think what we've done is said, if you can't participate, at least watch a Zoom program. So we're there, we're growing, and your generation will be taking over.
And so you mentioned that there are different kinds of organizations like that work with women's empowerment. One of them, I believe, is the Armenian Relief Society.
Yes.
And there's a lot of comparison there between AIWA and them. So do you collaborate with this organization, for example?
Yes,
and how
we
do you...
recently in Los Angeles affiliate did, we annually do the Day of the Woman, and all of the organizations, the hiking, AGBU, Home, ARS, actually my family has been home all their life. I have been both. Yes, we do collaborate. We don't see a competition at all. I think what you will find is that there are different niches for everyone, and they've each found theirs, and they're all being successful. Right here, Femino, we're looking at collaborating with them. I hope in this new world, if anyone can set the model, it will be women. And it won't be envy, hate, disunity, discord, but it will be what we as women preach, mothers, daughters, sisters, unity, peace, love, working together. So in my years in all three organizations I've keynoted for, spoken for, or whatever, I have never heard any of them badmouth another one. Yet when I get to the more male-oriented organizations to work with, it's like, really? I thought we had a mission and a goal. Can we pursue that? So what I find with AIWA is women, surprisingly, that have been in other organizations and maybe still are. So there is no competition. This is more, we're heading more in AIWA in saying, Angela, John, what do you want to do? Where's your goal? How can we make sure we get you to where you want to be? In fact, AGBU, Home, and AIWA are a part of the UN. All three have a women's mission at the UN. And AIWA has 5 members on that mission, and we're really thrilled.
Well, that's interesting for me. But so given the current political climate surrounding Artsakh and Azerbaijan, what initiatives or contributions has AIWA made regarding the humanitarian crisis in the region, and how is the organization basically addressing these challenges in this context?
I think the first and most important one is using our social media to keep talking about the challenges, specifically Artsakh. There was a letter written to the UN Women's Organization. We recently went out publicly with another letter talking about women, and I think I saw it on CivilNet, and we intend to have yet another letter where women have the data that was given on miscarriages, etc. So there's a great deal of women's issues that need to be addressed in Artsakh, and I think you will find that AIWA's letters to the UN, though just like everywhere else, there's a silence and no response. 6 women get injured somewhere and there's a global outcry. We have 120,000 people, quite a few women and children, elderly women. No response globally, but that doesn't mean we give up. What that means is you just keep doing it. You just keep pushing. And that's what we're going to do. I hope we'll have a session at the next UN Women's Conference on the urgency of speaking up for all women.
Well, thank you again for speaking with us today. And for those of you watching us at home, feel free to visit AIWA's website, which is aiwainternational.org, to learn more about their activities and their upcoming conference in October. And as always, thank you for watching CivilNet.